Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Charles. As you may have noticed from the thumbnail, this video, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So, before we get started, I want to ask everyone, if you could, go down below, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and hit the bell to get notifications when I post a video, and you'll be able to keep up to date. Now, for the beginning of the good, I guess that's where we should start. What you see before you right now is the view out the window, out toward the back of my house here on Mars for our Mars mission. And this is something that the beginning anyway, of something that I did quite a while back that I didn't tell you about. I seeded some grass up here around the house. I am trying to get this place ready in a few months. My wife will be joining me here on Mars, and I thought she was like looking out at something a little bit better than just the just bare dirt outside our house. You know, looked like I take care of it a little bit anyway. I did put in probably more grass than I should have, because it's going to be a lot of mowing, but let me go outside and I'll show you a little bit of that now. So, as you can see, I've also gotten in a swing here so that the two of us can sit here and look back, and you might say, oh, well, there's not much to see except for grass and this wall back here, but I have, if you take a look, let's see, what is that one? Is it going to tell me? No. Anyway, what I have back here are a lot of, I think, pagoda dogwoods, and you can see they're planted all throughout this space, all the way back into this little unused crevice here. Well, didn't get way back into it, but far enough anyway. So I've got all of those growing up back here. I have no idea how fast these grow, so we'll see how soon. Hopefully by the time she gets here, they'll be grown and kind of fill this in back here and make a nice scene to look at. I have also done the driveway, walkway, whatever we're doing on it, up to the house here, and you see some of the seed did leak onto here. I tried to keep that out to the side, but some of it did get on here and everything. But that's okay, because it'll help hold the dust down in here a little bit, I guess, when we're driving on it. So, and you can see that I've put in some daisies here, some yellow daisies. Oh, and on the side of the driveway here, you can see I have trees also planted down through here, and those are willow. So I've always liked willow. It's something from my childhood. So we'll have willows going all the way down in front of us here, and also across the front, all the way over to the wall there, and so it'll kind of block this area off and make it seem, you know, almost like a little enclave there, like we meant to do it. You can see out here in the front, I put in a little bit of a few of these white daisies here, just to so, you know, I didn't want to put yellow and visually have it look like it was still coming. So if I'm driving down through here, I've got a visual cue now to tell me where the well, I guess you can say vertical and horizontal part and everything, where the difference in those. So anyway, this so yeah, lots and lots of grass to mow. I'll be having to get a mower when that gets big enough. Definitely be a riding mower. I will not be using a push mower on this. So that is all of the good. Now, sadly, let me tell you a little bit about the bad. And unfortunately, today, you can see that it's about 8:48 in the morning. I got a call yesterday from Meagan's mom, and unfortunately, she left. She went home from school because she wasn't feeling well, and they think they're gonna. She has a doctor's appointment today. I haven't heard anything about that, but they're checking her to see if she has either a cold or possibly the flu. So we're waiting to hear about that, and my best thoughts, of course, go out to Meagan for that. So since she was not here to move all of the honey from the bees and take care of the animals and stuff, and I was also going to let her fill in doing that field that I had created down there. So I went ahead and finished that. But also I got to after I did that, I came back up to the house and I was planting some of these flowers and everything, and I got done with that and said, the crops, I guess I planted some crops down there initially just to get crops in those fields and everything, and kind of get some different ones and stuff, without really doing any research into how long it takes each one of those crops to grow, and making a real firm decision on what crops I was actually going to put into the storage bins for the 800-liter challenge. And of course, what I discovered was that I looked that up, the growth period on all the crops, and I found out that some of the crops that I planted are some of the longer, the crops that take longer to mature and be ready for harvest. So I had to make sort of a little bit of a change, and especially since I had just planted all of that cotton in the last episode, and now I find out that now I realize that cotton is not going to be one of the crops that we're going to store. I can still use that because I can put it into the productions, I can sell it, I can do anything like that I need, but I will not be using that as a crop. But I have to tell you, this is where the ugly comes in. All of this is ugly because it started my mind going, and I was panicking, and I was saying, "Oh my gosh, I'm already behind if I've planted the wrong crops." I had already made a field, and I was already thinking about new fields, and I went out and did outlines, worked until it was dark yesterday, and did outlines of some fields. There were some people. There were some of the workers, on the job board and everything, looking for work and everything, and needed some early in the morning, that they had some time, and so boy, I had 3 of them over here. Well, 4 really, not 3. I had 3 doing harvesters because or harvesters. Wow, I have been up a long time. As if it seems like anyway. Seeders. I had all 3 of my seeders going, and workers on those. There was also, before the seeds could go down, I had to lime all those fields. I had another worker doing that while I was taking care of the bees and looking at what the animals are going to need today, and all of that. And so I'll walk up here and show you what we have. Yeah, it's pretty crazy right now. Also this morning the cotton had germinated. It also had some weeds in it, and so one of the helpers, when they got done with the lime, I told them to go ahead and switch over, and I got them set up so they did the weeds in these fields here that we planted the cotton in. But you can see I now have a field way over there on the other side of that building. That was the one that I had done the boundary of, and I got that done. I put another small field in here at the end of this cotton field. I've put another one here on this side of the equipment dome. I've done sort of an odd-shaped one here between the equipment dome and the silos and the water reclamation. I've done a square field out here, taking up some of that room where that dirt mound used to be. I've also put a nice field here out over where we fill up our seed and everything over there at the end of where all the greenhouses are. And if you can kind of see it in the distance, I have started the field, a field over in front of the cow dome that's actually turned out pretty large. So we'll start heading over there now. And you can see, I did in thinking that I'm going to have to. I did pick my 6 crops. I went through by how long it took them to grow. In all of these fields that I have just created, I have planted sunflowers. It was one that I had not planted before. It is the one that takes the longest to grow. And so I thought, if it takes longer to grow, plant it in more fields so you get more in your harvest every time you do it. So it is absolutely nuts, but I have all of these fields planted in sunflowers. So we're on our slow running. I forgot to put my multiplier on here. But yeah, so all of this is done. The greenhouses in the central area have been topped up anyway. You can see there's still an area over here that still could be used. I don't know that I want to put fields in everywhere. I know my panic is probably not quite justified. I am looking to, one of my goals, and I don't know if I've really told you about it. I know this challenge is supposed to take 20 years. I am not looking for it to take that long. I'm really hoping to get it done sooner. See here, hooked up the Dutes here to, because that was the only tractor that wasn't being used. I was actually over here cutting this field in, and so I just left it here. When I finally went up and got a little bit more of a substantial breakfast than what I had this morning. So yeah, this is where we are. This is going to be our last field, and then we have to kind of look at animals a little bit. So I will stick this probably in a time lapse. It's just going up and down the field. Creating this field, but as I do, you can take a look at it and you'll see the size of it. embarrassing. I came back from that initial time lapse that I was going to do, and it wasn't until much later that I realized I had been talking to you, telling you all kinds of things, explaining things, and everything I was doing, and I had not turned my mic back on. So I might leave some of that footage in it'll be an extraordinarily long time lapse at that point. But I'll probably cut some of that out. Just know that during that time, the worker finished liming this field, and I have now gotten them going on seeding our last field of sunflowers. During the time when they finished and everything, I took the dutes over. I gotta do my cursor again. I took the dutes over and I bought another trailer like the one that I moved the water and liquid fertilizer with for the greenhouses, and I put it in white. I came and I got all the milk from all three of the enclosures in there, and I have sold that milk over there because I don't have any productions that actually use that right now. I don't think. If I do, they'll make more. I guess I'll explain about. I went into a long explanation about the productions over here. I'll probably do that another time. Just know that I have come over now, and I have also bought a slurry tank, and I have filled up. I can't remember what the 20,000 liters. I have filled up 20,000 liters of slurry to get that out of the cow enclosure. And I guess we can sell that over at the same place. We'll find out. Anyway. There is more honey. Looks like a full load of honey over there. So we'll have to do that. This may be the only load of slurry that I do today. This is just kind of a experiment to see if it does sell over here. I might have to have them construct a production for me. But as I was saying during that time when I thought I was talking too, that everything that this place that says export to Earth, it isn't necessarily all exported to Earth. It all goes back to the local shuttles, the in-atmosphere shuttles that pick this up from here, take all of it to a central dome, and basically the policy is, colony first. Okay, well, it doesn't go in there. I wonder where. I guess I can go and look for it. It's colony first, so the administrators who keep track of what all we have and how much we have and everything like that, take out what the colony needs. Anything that's actually viable to send back to Earth, they do. I delivered milk to here. Milk is probably not, something that's going to keep for a really long time. I never know where to look for this stuff. The slurry. Where is? Slurry. There we are. Oh, it's only at those two. Okay, so those are our buying stations. So we will have to look in the future into putting some kind of a production on here to use that slurry. or I guess I can get a spreader and start spreading it on some of these fields instead of, to condition them, I guess, give them their first fertilizer state. I hadn't intended to do that. That's not my favorite way of doing that, so. But we'll find something to do with it anyway. We can't let it fill up in there. I have no idea what it does when it gets full. I don't know if they stop some of their other things they produce, milk and such. So instead, we'll come back down here and we'll get this. While that worker's still going, we'll get this trailer here and get it loaded up with honey. See how much of that there is. We'll take at least one load of that. I need this trailer anyway, I'm guessing. Oh, I thought when full stack was in there, I thought maybe that was a full trailer, but doesn't quite get there. Looks like 3/4 of the way there, maybe, but not quite the entire thing. So we'll get this delivered, and then we'll get over to the pig dome and see if I want to get over there and see if any of the greenhouses have produced anything more. If so, we'll try and get it transferred over. Okay. Yeah, and you probably saw in the beginning of the video, or when I started coming down anyway, from the top down to the bottom, you probably saw that still those spruce trees that I planted up top don't seem to have really grown. So, I'm not sure if it's a soil issue up there or if they're just naturally slow growing like that. Yeah, you can see by putting in these fields too, I've made it a little bit harder on myself as far as trying to stay out of the crops when I'm going in between fields. I may have made it a little bit too challenging to get back into the colony storage, but maybe not. I'll be able to pull in there anyway. Getting out, I'm not sure if I'll end up having to go through a field or not. Wow, 53 miles an hour, and it still takes a long time, seems like, to get to this side of the map. Okay, what do we have, if anything, here? Well, we've got some stuff down through there. Let me walk around and see what we've got. Okay, well, we do have some cotton. Okay, nice. I'm guessing that this one over here that produces so much is, yeah, pretty full. Anyway, I'm wondering It's going to be a tight squeeze. I'm wondering if there's enough room to come around the backside of this and load going up that direction. You know, the last time I got my tractor kind of in there and in a bit of a bind, I guess. Okay, now, let's try that one first, I guess. Come around, take the long path here. We'll see if I can get through here or if I need to. Well, I'm not going to get them all that way anyway, so. Why am I doing that? I'm getting backwards on my reversing again. Okay. Yeah, I might have to break down and use like a telehandler for this or something. I need to watch what I'm doing because I can't see as I'm coming around there. So, okay. Now, see if we can get out of here without knocking any of the greenhouses down. Some of this will not go in. My hope is that it will just take everything it needs and just that I have noticed that if you have something on the bottom that it won't take the one on top either. So okay. And what did it leave? I know it left the cotton and sunflowers. Okay. Cotton and sunflowers. So that's good because sunflowers, of course, is what we're planting all that of, and so all the sunflowers we produce from here will just help that out. Last ones here. Okay, that's everything from these loaded up now. Try our luck, see how we do getting these into the silo. I don't know if there's anything it won't take on the bottom of something that it will, so we'll have to watch out for that. check that, I guess. Okay, that. And this is corn. Okay, why will it not let me? This is oat, which it also does not need here. This is oat. Okay, that's weird. It's taking it from underneath it. This is wheat. So this that's sunflowers. This is soybeans. Okay, now see if I can. That. Okay. Okay, strap the rest of that down. We'll go make some deliveries. It's like our seeding has completed. See, that's the oil. Recognize that anywhere. There is our first delivery of cotton to our spinnery. Speaking of, I guess we should take a look at the sheet. This will be my first test to get around and see if I can get around into the colony storage bins. Oh yeah, I can go around this way. Hey. I could put a really narrow field in here, but no, I won't tempt fate. I'll stay away from that. Okay. Let's see. Let's no. Let's do B to enable. Grass is growing in here, needs to be fertilized. the spinner. Still loads okay though. That's good. Back around here. See if I can drive a little better. Get my distance that time. Our spinnery will have a little bit of wool, a little bit of cotton. Should be able to get underway. Okay, got it all. Okay, so while we're here, we might as well look at that. Did I miss it somewhere up there? All these greenhouses to look at here. Grain mill, bakery. Where's the spinnery? Thought maybe it would be up here too, but oil mill. Oh, spinnery right down at the bottom, of course. Duh. Okay, and we will activate, and let it do its thing. So, I think that is the last thing that I will do today. According to my recording time, of course, I'll see how much of that time that I'll leave in, or just make a time lapse of when my mic was off. Sorry about that again. But I've been recording for over an hour now, so we will leave it off here. I also, by the way, did plant some more trees. That is an ongoing thing. I will update you some other time when we have a little bit more impressive number on that. So I want to thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.